Shalawam. I'm your brother Yahawashi from the branch of GMS, South Carolina Midlands. And before we start off, all praise, honor, and glory belongs to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, HaQadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well. And Shalawam to you, Yahawah Elect, scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. To you I say Shalawam. All right, the Lord is preparing war. All right, just as the scripture said, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe coming quickly. Revelation 11 and 14. All right, we're seeing the talks and the build-ups of World War III. Okay, we've been having, little wars in the background, with Russia and Ukraine, and now you see the pickup with Israel recently striking with Iran. Okay, and in another report yesterday, Iran sent retaliatory strikes back to them small hatters. So things is picking up, man. Prophecy is lining up exactly how the Lord wants it to play out here in the planet Earth. Okay, all the other prophecies is on the table. The MOTB, all right, the RFID, micro C-HIP, the new form of buying and selling, all right, is about to be enforced here shortly. Okay, the dollar, all right, the USD, all right, or the Federal Reserve notes. Okay, paperback money is about to go out the window, all right, and Esau Edom is ushering in, his new world order, his beast system in the earth, all right, to where you're going to have to take that device in order to function and buy and sell in his society, his smart cities, his 15-minute cities that he's setting up, okay, here in Babylon the Great, all right, here in the planet Earth. Okay, so it's all lining up perfectly, because we know, according to prophecy, Revelation 14, 9 and 10, for the ones who conform, and take this devil's device, his charagma, all right, they're going to be destroyed by way of fire and brimstone, okay, here in this third world war, all right. You're going to be melted, all right, here on the shores of America, Babylon the Great, all right. You're going to be getting zapped by the chariots, all right, the fire coming from the chariots of the Lord, okay. This is all a fulfillment of prophecy, which we're seeing here in the earth, man. Okay, we got here today, also prophecy here today. You got a nationwide protests going on, all right, that's going to be happening here today. It's still pretty early in the morning, but I'm pretty sure they already probably out there, all right, city to city in America, Babylon the Great, protesting against Nero Trump, Donald J. Trump. All right, uproars of the people in the world, just like it says in 2nd Esdras, the 9th chapter. Okay, it's all lining up, man. Okay, these are this is the times that we've been prophesying about through the Spirit. These are the times that our teachers, the elder apostles, the elder bishops of Great Millstone, have already forewarned us about. All right, have taught us. All right, we go out there, we give that warning as well. Okay, and all the non-believers, man, all the non-believers of the house of Israel. Okay, 2/3, all right, of the house of Israel, and the rebels abroad, all the non-believers of Israel, okay, is about to be proven wrong. Okay, them disbelieving our report, all right, our warning, all right, which is the warning of Yahawashi unto them. Okay, as it reads in the book of 2nd Esdras, the 15th chapter. 2nd Esdras 15 and verse 4, getting straight to the point. For all the unfaithful slacken. Verse 3. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Yeah, a lot of our people come up against this truth. All right, they try to disprove and discredit what we speaking. All right, they try to, disregard their heritage, their nationality, disregard Yahawashi. But it said, let not their incredulity All right, trouble us, man. All right, let's look up that word in credulity. All right, it says disbelieving frame of mind, so they don't have no faith. Okay, don't let that trouble you, man, because we know that at the end of the day, the prophecies of the Lord is still going to be fulfilled. The Lord, his word is not going to come back to him void. Isaiah 55:11. Okay, that speak against thee, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. All the ones who lack belief in what we speak, all right, pertaining to the prophecies of Yahawashi, they all going to be destroyed. They all going to be caught up in this up and coming judgment, destruction that the Lord is bringing to this place, man. All right. Joel 3:9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty man, let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. So the Lord is preparing war with all these different heathen nations. Okay, these Edomites. All right. You know, these NATO, these EU nations. All right, the beasts. All right, America, Babylon the Great, the whore that rideth upon the beast. The Lord is getting all Russia. Okay, Iran. All right, read Ezekiel, the 38th chapter. The Lord is getting all these heathens ready for war. Okay, this third world war. It says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Yeah, the Lord put it on the spirit for these heathens to, put their money, okay, into building up their defense systems, building up their missile capabilities, these ICBM thermonuclear missiles, okay. And you got the weak saying, I am strong, such as, for example, North Korea test firing his missiles, speaking up against Babylon the Great, America in the West. Hey, that's the weak saying I am strong, because they have nuclear capabilities. And guess what? They also have the backing of world superpowers such as Russia, all right, such as China, okay? All these different allies to come up against America, Babylon the Great in the West. These small headers. Okay, so we in that time, man. All right, even had recently to where Trump trying to call for a golden dome, What is the golden dome for America? Here's what to know about Trump's missile defense plan. All right, you can, read into that. But it's a missile defense, just like you got those small hatters, those Israelis got the Iron Dome to defend against the missiles that shot over there, which they recently used to stop some of the missiles that Iran shot in retaliation. That Iron Dome is not going, the Golden Dome is not going to save America, man, because the purpose of the Lord is to destroy this place. Okay, so I'm running into a lack of time. Lord will, I'll come back with a part 2 and finish this out, man. Hey, the war drums is beating. The Lord is preparing war. Lord will is edifying to the elect. With that, I say shalom. Shalom to the elect.